This video is on writing and graphing equations of lines in point-slope form. Recall that another form of an equation of line is called point-slope form. It is y minus y1 equals m times the quantity x minus x1, where m is the slope and x1, y1 is a point on the line. So for example, in the equation, y minus 3 equals 3/4 times the quantity x plus 1. The slope is 3/4, and a point on the line is -1, 3. Notice that the equation has subtraction signs in it, y minus y1 and x minus x1. So how do I know that my x-coordinate is -1? Well, this says x plus 1, which is actually going to be the same as x minus a -1. Your x-coordinate is going to be whatever is being subtracted from x in there. So let's take a look at an example here. We need to write an equation of a line in point-slope form that has a slope of -1/2 and passes through the point 5, -2, and then graph the line. So y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. -1/2 is my slope. x1 is 5. y1 is 2. -2. So I'll have y minus a -2 equals -1/2. Whoops. Times x minus 5. Clean that up a little bit. Y minus a -2 is the same as y plus 2 equals -1/2 times x minus 5. Now you might have the desire right now to go ahead and distribute and maybe subtract 2 on both sides, but don't. Leave it just like this. We want to leave it in point-slope form because I can look at that and say, I know that a point on the line is 5, -2, and I know that the slope is a -1/2. Now how do we graph this? Well, I'm going to start with the point 5, -2, because I know that that is a point on the line, and then I'm going to use my slope to move. So I'm going to go down 1 and right 2. Or from that point I can go up 1 and left 2. And you'll notice it doesn't necessarily have a nice y-intercept, but that's absolutely okay because I'm not beginning with my y-intercept. I'm starting with the point that I'm given, and I'm moving with my slope. And let's take a look at this example. Write an equation of a line in point-slope form that passes through the points -6, 4 and -2, 5. So the first thing I want to do is find my slope. So my slope is going to be 9 minus 4 over -2 minus a -6, or 5 over 4. Okay, and then recall that point-slope form is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And this is a little curious. In this case, I actually have 2 points, so there's actually 2 different answers for this. So using my first point, I can do y minus 4 equals 5/4 times x minus a -6, or x plus 6, or using my second point, y minus y1, which is 9, equals 5/4 times x minus a -2. So either one of those is a possible answer. So in this video, we took a look at how to write and graph equations of lines in point-slope form, where point-slope form is y minus y1 equals m times the quantity x minus x1.